Jai Baba, Australians, and others, thank you for letting us participate in this celebration. I'm going to recite 2 poems, and the first one is called The Stars. This is not a poem that mentions beloved Meher Baba by name, and yet I feel it was a gift from him, and is soaked, for me, is soaked in his love. And this was written as I was driving through the California desert outside of a small city called Barstow in I think it was the early 1980s, maybe 84 or 5 actually, mid-80s, at around 3 o'clock in the morning when I just got out to look at the sky. The stars. The stars that were over my head this morning were there from the first day. Those stars I hid crook-necked from in cities while traveling my wayward way. Slowly at first, then faster, I began to see. Eyes blinded at first by neon and street lamps, and the stars' night's closeness, only speaking in a few forays into the midnights between cities, bedazzling my eyes to see the jewels darkness was strung with. And always I wanted to stop and enjoy and stare and pray. But a motor inside me was going too fast, and in vans or cars I sped back to cities to undo my mind's tightly wound springs. Then, in a dozen years, I came out under the stars, and behold, the canopy of heaven was still there, and I murmured and prayed in valleys like green cups for my love. And it said, "You were too busy before, but we have always been here, and we always shall be." That which I was too busy to love patiently waited for me. Now I have finished my business and am free to love, and the morning star's song has come to me with a joy that had always been concealed inside my breast. And the heavens have exploded into singing and the weeping of the morning dew. Jai Baba. This next poem was written after a certain number of years, around 15 years, that I had, so to speak, been with Baba, although often with great feelings of separation. It's titled 1971-1985. When it began, they showed me a chart. We are facing illusion with our backs toward God, they said. On the spiritual path, we gradually turn around. I knew it was true. It was more real a truth than the world that went on around me. A door had been opened to the other world. And I went back to St. Louis and nearly fainted to see the pigeons on the sidewalk on a street near where I'd grown up. The way the sidewalk sparkled, the cool solidity of the cement, the intoxicating sky, the wonder of passing humans, shoppers, merchants, vagrants, all one family. And the beloved withdrew the glimpse he had given of the other world in this world, and I became a vagrant and wandered the earth, losing all I touched. And when I had lost all, the sun came out again. In spite of these comings and goings, or perhaps because of them, I saw, oh beloved, I saw that there is no world, but only you. that your chart describes the withdrawal of consciousness from creation unto the infinite, that path traveled by a few, which you have now laid out for all. And so what a plight you have left us in, no world, only our helpless road to you. Helpless and glorious. No one has ever traveled a path more glorious than each of us. Now when I see the pigeons in the sidewalk or the people in the marketplace, I still nearly faint. And once I heard you singing unto your creation, for I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. Don't leave us in darkness, Baba. Don't let our tears be idle, but shower us, shower your grace upon all, so they won't think us mad, but will share the drunkenness you have been drowning us in for so many years. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai.